Yo, ladies and gentlemen, yes. Oh my word, help! my throat. Guys, I just made the mistake of drinking a lukewarm Coke Zero. Now bubbles are everywhere inside me. Yo, anyone named Bubbles in the chat, say, give me a, I don't know. Guys, welcome to GG News, where I give you the straightforward, I give you the facts. Oh my word. Damn. What happened to, I should have had water. I gotta do what the American Idol judges do, where you think they have a Pepsi or a Coke, but actually, it's just water in a cup. But it has to say Coke because they gotta pretend. But yeah, guys, yeah, Super Mario Sunshine has nothing to do with this video. That's just the music I'm playing. So let me get rid of that garbage, huh? Guys, we got quite a few things we're gonna talk about today. We got Star Wars. We got more Star Wars. We got some interesting Transformers news, yo. We got this cuck. We have some Kirby Air Riders news. We got some, and then 2 trailers. A little late to one of them, but whatever, right? I am so sorry. Guys, I'm also realizing that I'm a little bit off on the vertical side. There we go, hey. All right, guys, let's just dive into it. I thought that this was hilarious. Please join me for looking at the statistics. The profits of Disney Star Wars movies have been revealed. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to remember what years all these movies came out. Force Awakens, that was like 2017. God, was the Rogue One? Oh my word, was that 2018? It feels so much closer than I guess it really is. Then it was The Last Jedi. Was that 29? Wait, no. Hang on. Star Wars movies release dates. Okay, hang on. I need to verify. Oh, guys, they were all released in 1977. Okay, all right. Let's find this. Okay, here we go. So, no, oh my gosh, wow. I'm a moron. 2015. Holy cow. It has actually been 10 years since this movie released. I have not heard a peep. I've not heard a single soul talk about this anniversary at all. I'm sure when it gets closer to, like, I guess December, maybe we'll hear something. But hot damn. You'd think, I follow a couple Star Wars accounts. You'd think I would have heard something, but hot damn. Good Lord. Yeah, okay, so 2015, it made 5, this is profit. So this is past the budget. This is past marketing. This is the profit. Now, I don't know if this includes like toy sales. I'm gonna assume not. I think that'd be kind of scummy if they did that, because the market, the toy market for grown men, I'm insulting it like as if I don't have like a shit ton of figures right behind me. The market's huge for that, so I don't think that counts. Force Awakens in 2015 made $500 million, my boys. Well, when was Rogue One released? That was released in 2016. So this came out the year I graduated from high school. That is quite interesting, actually. So 2016, they're still riding that high. There were a lot of people that were critical of Force Awakens, but hey, it still made that money, you know? Rogue One, I think Rogue One is like top 3 Star Wars movies. Like, and it's not close. And it's not close. Like, if you think to yourself, oh, but what? That's not even in my top 10. Don't even talk to me. Actually, are there even? I think there's exactly, no, wait, 3, 6, 9. No, there's like 11. There's like 11 movies. Yeah, so if it's not top 10, it'd be your least favorite. So, piss off. Yeah, anyway, all right, so that one, yeah, made about 250. After that, next up, we had the next year. So we have a Star Wars movie every year at this point, and then we have the shitty, the horrible, the statement that you've heard a million times from a million different YouTubers, the terrible The Last Jedi. I personally hate this man with my guts. Yeah, The Last Jedi, how much money did that make? Wow, 324 million. Now, this is the part, right? So this is actually a shame. Rogue One, you know, people aren't going to the theaters because they're like, oh my gosh, something that isn't what I'm immediately familiar with. Oh my gosh, get it away from me. I cannot stand those people. Now we got The Last Jedi. Oh, finally. Oh, they went back to the numbers. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, I almost had a panic attack because of how scared I was. Oh. 324 million, still less than Force Awakens. But this is where, yes, people were like, oh, wait. Oh, this is the shittiest Star Wars movie ever, including the prequels. And I mean that. And again, it's not even close. I want to make that very clear. I would very much rather watch Jar Jar Binks. I would, if they put in a 20-minute monologue from Jar Jar Binks giving Obi-Wan sloppy head while he does his monologue, that would be more entertaining than anything in The Last Jedi. And I'm just so glad that it went on this downward trajectory. The Rise of the Skywalker I thought was just fine. It was just, I don't know. I feel like there are as many, if not more, issues with The Rise of Skywalker than there is The Last Jedi. However, I was at the point with The Rise of Skywalker where I was so burnt out with Star Wars that I was like, I just didn't care. Like, I went in expecting something dreadful. In fact, this was the only time, like, I saw all 3 of these movies in theaters. I did not bother going to see this one in theaters because I knew it would be bad. It wasn't until, I think, like 2020, when there was nothing to do and I was stuck in my house, that I was like, all right, I'll finally watch it. And by the end, I was just kind of like, oh, sure, why not? And, you know, people are smartening up to it, and that's why it made less money. Also because it's really shitty. So, I don't know. I just think this whole thing's funny. And then Solo, A Star Wars Story, the second biggest bomb, the thing that made them just lose their marbles. Okay, yeah, so this is 2015. No. Yeah. Force Awakens, 2015, 2016, 2017. Rise of Skywalker. No, that was 2019. So they waited a year. Well, wait a minute. When did Solo come out? Solo came out. Nope, never mind, baby. Let's go. Oh my word. I hate Star Wars. Guys, look at this. 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. So in order, they actually kept going down. The only outlier is that people were little bitches and didn't want to see Rogue One because it didn't have a fucking number in it. I hate this fandom so much. I hate everything about Star Wars. It's so shitty. It's so shitty that it had 2 good ideas, and then everyone was just like, man, you know, I can do that. You can't. No, you cannot. People go to it because it's a cultural thing. They don't go to it because it's good. I hate this so much. I cannot stand this, and I know I'm ranting for way too long about this, but I just think it's so hilarious and so well-deserved that it's 48 million. But I just think it's hilarious that they still haven't learned their lesson, because I guess the next 3 films is still Rey Skywalker. Why? The Mary Jo, whatever the term is for basic woman character who has no personality and she's just good at everything because she good, you know, cause she good, but she good though. They're making 3 more movies about her. I don't want to see them. It's gonna make less than this. Like, there's nothing to look forward to. The Mandalorian and Grogu, fine, I guess. It's just they're looking at what's selling the most toys. Yo, these Grogu toys are popping off. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe there's some guy was like, yo, I made season 3, and damn it, I couldn't stop there. I had to get a movie. It was all leading up to this. They did it Community style, but it was, you know, 3 shows in a movie. That's the dream, baby. And that's what they're going with. And, you know, maybe that one's going to be good. I don't know. And yeah, the one with Ryan Gosling, hey, I'm down for that. I'm down. It's because it's something else. Because it's something else. Because it's not the Skywalker shit that should have been done in episode like 7. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, there's another Skywalker out there. And then it's like, I like the Ben Solo stuff. I like that stuff. But the whole, it's not even just like, oh, he hates women. You know, I hate poorly written characters. I hate if she was a dude, if instead of Ren, it was Ken. If it was Ken Solo or whatever. And then she comes Ken Solo, Ken Skywalker or whatever. She comes out, he comes out, Ken comes out. And he's like, I'm suddenly good at everything. I would hate him because it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing, and I hate it so much. And so many movies do that. And literally, there were so many interviews where it was the chick that was in charge of it, Kathleen Kennedy or something, and she was like, they were like, why does she do things faster than Luke? Because she can. Because the power of feminism. That's not the point. That is not the point. I don't understand. This is ridiculous. Why am I having this rant 5 years later? It doesn't matter. Oh. I'm making the same rant that a million YouTubers have. There's no point in me talking about this. But the reason that I bring it up is because this came out and I think it's hilarious and I think it's well deserved. Anyways, the one person that was anywhere near invested in their role. That's okay, that's not fair. That's not fair. A lot of people were invested. It's just the vision, the writers, the directors, the editors. They all did a horrible job. I think the actors, some of the actors, a few of the actors were passionate. First example, Adam Driver says he was developing a new Star Wars movie, The Hunt for Ben Solo, with Steven Soderbergh. Script was done. It was one of the coolest effing scripts I've ever been a part of. Film was set after the rise of Skywalker. Lucasfilm loved the idea, but Disney said no because they didn't see how Ben Solo could live. Then that is so insane. The entire series, all of Star Wars, is based off of people. The Emperor. You think he's dead, but he's not. That was the whole point of the last movie. And you're saying, no, we can't do that again. We can't do it again, damn it. It just can't happen. It's insane. And obviously the public backlash is fantastic. Yeah, I don't understand Star Wars. Yeah, exactly. Somehow Palpatine returns. I mean, come on. And again, I'm not saying that this even sounds all that great. I think that a whole movie about Ben Solo, yeah, he was the best part. You know, I don't know. I just need something that isn't the same two subplots over and over again. Yeah, all right, I'm done. I'm done ranting about Star Wars. I'm not even gonna say I'm excited. I'm interested in The Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm interested to see the Ryan Gosling one. I don't know. Can they do it? Probably not. We need to get some like indie film directors in. Get the guy who did Andor. Have him do something new, but not Andor the movie. Make it like something new. Just have the guy who did it do something else. That's what Mandalorian and Grogu should have been. It should have been Solo. It should have been like, oh, this guy did good with this project. Give him another project. Not make the same project again. That makes no sense. All right, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm moving on. This is the end of Star Wars news. In other fun news, Transformers and G.I. Joe adult animated crossover TV series is in the works, dude. It is going to be in the vein of Invincible. I am very excited for this. However, I kind of don't know why I put this in here other than an Invincible mention. Because I got to be honest, I didn't grow up with either of them. I didn't have G.I. Joes. I did not have Transformers. I saw a couple of the Michael Bay ones. I love Transformers 1. Has problems, but I liked it. I think, yeah, I have a review for that. Go watch that one. But yeah, no, this is cool. I will watch this though. Like, this interests me because, like, okay, I didn't grow up with it, but I've always had that slight tinge of interest where, you know, I'm kind of like, when I go in the toy, you know, when I go shopping, maybe I'll go through the toy a little bit just to see what's new. And I kind of look at the Transformers. I'm like, oh, that one's cool. Never bought one. Yeah, I'll check them out. G.I. Joe's, I've never understood the hype for that. Again, you know, I'm sure if I grew up with it, I'd be singing a different song. But I don't know. I just was never into like army men. I was always into like superhero stuff. So guy with gun was never a part of my little action figure crossover collection. But yeah, Transformers, that's what I'm mostly excited for. Like if this was just a G.I. Joe show, I would actually probably just not watch it, to be completely honest. But yeah, with it being Transformers, dude, will Optimus Prime say damn? He probably has in the Michael Bay movies. I have no idea. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyways, next up. Ooh, Master Chief is a cuck. Ooh, are you sure? Halo says to Xbox while she's about to make love to PlayStation. The greasy PlayStation gamer in the back. Yes. This is hilarious. Bro, get this garbage out of here, this AI shit. What is this? You gave him fingers. Bro, that is gross, dude. Like an AI art. Get this shit out of here, man. Yeah, yeah, this is interesting. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about it. So this is very interesting. So Halo Campaign Evolved, it's a new game coming out. It's remastering the Halo campaigns. Is it all of them? I actually don't know. Does it say at any point? Let's see here. Whoa! Apparently they're also releasing several like prologue levels where it's like, oh, this is what happened before the campaign. That's pretty interesting. But also apparently one of the developers of the original game was kind of like saying blasphemy to it because it's like it took out some of the essentially one of the prologue missions is you just kind of like blast through a barricade. You're just, you know, shooting hell to high water. I think that's pretty interesting, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't really care that much. I just think, you know, if you don't want to play the prologue, you probably don't have to. I think it's interesting that they're trying to add new content in general, whether or not it's like realistic to what the original intention was. I think that's up for debate. I mean, I don't know. I don't really care. Like, I'm trying to imagine if it was from my perspective, like if Majora's Mask, one of my favorite games, came out and it had a prologue for a remaster and it was about like, it was connecting Ocarina of Time to Majora's Mask. You know, would I be upset because it didn't connect the way I thought it did? No, not really. I just think that it'd be interesting. It's like, oh, it's like a new take. No one's taking away your take from you. Okay. This is interesting. So, I think this is only Halo 1. Because the only thing that it said is the campaign that started it all. It doesn't say like, oh, every campaign. It's the campaign that started it all. And then it just says Halo Combat Evolved. You know, it's not Halo Master Chief Campaign Collection or whatever. So that's kind of interesting. So is this going to be a $70 just straight remaster of Halo, of the original one? That is cool. But I will say, let me pull something up real quick. Let me offer you something. You know? Okay. Halo. Okay. The Master Chief Collection. It's rated M. Actually didn't know that. Yeah, the Master Chief Collection for $40. And let me be clear. This game goes on sale a lot. Yeah, I guarantee you can get this game for like $5. And this comes with Halo Reach, Combat Evolved Anniversary, so that's the original one, 2 Anniversary, 3, and then that one right there. That all these games. And yeah, so you can actually buy them separately. So if you really wanted to get that specific, for $10, you could just buy Halo 1. And I know what you're thinking, like, well, it's not remastered. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Like, well, it's only upscaled. No, they combed over everything. Yes, it's only Xbox One graphics. Oh, boo-hoo. But like, I don't understand. That this is just really interesting to me because it's like for $10, I could get a perfectly playable version, or for $70, for $60 more, I can play it with somewhat better graphics and, you know, That's it. That's all in the prologue. That's interesting. 2-player co-op, which, I mean, that's awesome. But is it couch co-op? That's the important thing. And 4-player, oh no, I guess it is. Oh yeah, duh, local. I'm an idiot. Okay, 4-player online co-op. That's awesome. Does it still have the versus mode though? Because I would really hope that that's there. Now, granted, I am a Halo bitch, if you will. But in the opposite term, I don't know a lot about Halo. I did not grow up with the Xbox. The first Xbox I got, I played up my buddy's Xbox 360. I didn't buy one until the Xbox One, the S model. So I'm not 100% familiar. You know, I'm not like, yes, the classic. So I guess, you know, maybe in that regard, well, no, because this is being sold to me. Because I feel like if you're like a classic, like, no, only ever the classic, then you'll just pay the $10 for the normal version. You know? Like, why would you get this one? Because if you're a purist, this wouldn't be an option at all. I don't know. I'm rambling a little bit. But the big news is that it's coming to PlayStation. So everyone's like, oh my gosh, the console wars are over. They've been over for a long time. All right? It has not been a game since like 2021, probably. So yeah, that's pretty good. This is an Xbox. Yeah. Actually though, I would buy this controller. That is actually sick. I actually love that. I know that's fan made, obviously. That would be sick though. Yeah, no, I don't know. And I know people are like, now put PlayStation games on Xbox. No, that's dumb. I think this whole thing is dumb. And, you know, they did also announce, and I didn't even put this in here, but Xbox is talking about how their next new console, because they are making a new one, which surprised me, is supposed to be this ultimate premium. They threw in all the keywords. Ultra premium deluxe. The ultimate version of an Xbox. Just a bunch of bullshit. Like, okay, all right. And that thing's going to be like $1,200. That's insane. That is insane, dude. So yeah, am I excited for that one? No. Because if an Xbox is $1,200, like, what all should it do for me to be like, yo, yeah, $1,200, absolutely. It would have to do what a PC can do. And at that point, I just buy a PC. Like, I would imagine it's going to be like, oh, it's, you know, it's the most powerful thing ever. I guess what would be awesome is if they do it like the classic Sega 32X, where it's like, oh, you buy this Xbox, this base model, but you can like hook things up to it. So like you can open up the back, take things out, put in new things. You know, they do a little bit of that with like the storage. But if they were to do that where it's like, oh, you know, every 5 years, so a new graphics card, new Xbox graphics card is coming out, you know, that would be interesting. But again, if they go that route, just get a PC. Because at that point, there are PCs. I bought mine for like $1,200. I think exactly $1,200. You know, and I've upgraded it, of course. You know, better RAM, storage, all that crap. So it's like, I just don't see a purpose of doing this. You know, building this PC-like console, and then you're locked to Xbox games. PlayStation's not putting their games on there. Nintendo's not putting their games on there. You know, and I know that Xbox gamers don't really give a shit about that stuff, but it's like, and Xbox games are available on PC, so it's like, I just don't understand what is the point of getting this new console. It's obviously just for, I don't even know. I don't know who it's for. I was gonna say big Xbox fans, but it's like, I don't know. I have a buddy who's a big Xbox fan, and I don't see him buying this. I don't see anyone buying this aside from scalpers. And then they're gonna sit there in their closet. And they're gonna be like, "Please feed my family." And they're gonna go on the streets. I'm gonna laugh. All right, well, that's about it for that. Okay, guys, we got some Kirby Air Ride stuff. Oh my gosh, my music actually ended. I've been talking for so long. That's kind of that's so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. What music next? All right, the same music. All right, guys, we got some Kirby Air Ride news. I was originally going to do a reaction to this. I did not, because it's pretty long, and honestly, my whole reaction the entire time I was watching it, I was chilling on my couch. I will summarize it all for you right now in these 5 seconds. Yo! Yo! Oh, okay, okay. That's about it. So, there you go. That's the whole experience. Nothing really clip-worthy. But let me tell you the woes. Okay, it's Top Ride. I am so happy that they're bringing Top Ride back. I am so happy for that, dude, as they proceed to not show Top Ride here. Anyway, it's basically a bird's eye view of a map, and then there's like different ways of steering you can do. Dude, red star for life, bro. Yeah, pretty epic stuff. Let's see, road trip. Yeah, the road trip thing is pretty interesting. So it's kind of like, I think kind of this version, it's this game's spirit challenge, whatever the spirit mode is called in Smash Ultimate, where you go on this like kind of set path, and then you get like 3 different options, where it's like, oh, do I want to do a battle? Do I want to do a race? Or do I want to do a city trial thing? And you go from there. And I think that's how like the whole story is told. So I think that's pretty awesome. The paddock looks like a cute social place. Yeah, so is this what we're... Okay, these pictures are confusing me. Okay, I forget what the paddock is. There are 2 areas that this could be. One, there's like an online lobby you can hang out in. I think it's online. Well, it's like a little lobby you can hang out in. You can like talk to people and do like little emotes. That's really cute. If they're talking about the little hub world and city trial, that also looks really cool. It's very small, but so is the last one. And I think that is perfectly fine, because you got to keep in mind that you're collecting a lot of shit while you're in this mode. So realistically, you don't want it to be too big, or else you're just going to spend most of your time trying to find the next thing, versus if it's smaller, it's like, okay, it's very quick, like go, you know, running around. So I like that. Swap relay requires you to think 2 laps ahead. Oh yeah, so this one's pretty interesting. Basically, you have 1 cart, or 1 star or whatever. You're driving it, you get to the next lap, and then you have a different star. And then you go on that one. And he didn't go too in-depth on this one. I kind of hope that because there was a Smash Brothers mode where you fought, if you played with like 4 people, each of you picked a character, then after you pick that character's no longer available. I kind of hope that it's like that, where it's like we get like 20, and it's like, all right, oh no, I gotta play the crappy one, you know, something like that. That'd be cool, But I don't really know how much that would look like. The Transform Star looks like the ultimate vehicle. Oh yeah, see, what is these pictures, dude? Actually take pictures of what you're talking about. The Transform one is one that glides in the star mode and also is a bike, so then it goes on the ground. I think that's awesome. That's obvious, and that's going to be so many people's mains. Everyone's going to be Starman with the glasses on the Transform Star, day 1. And you know what? I might have to be there too. So the checklist is also back. Yeah, so this is basically in the old game, and they had this in Wii U Smash as well, where as you do like little things, like, oh, you smashed 5 boxes, you get a square on a checkboard. And then eventually it reveals a picture, and you get little prizes along the way. So I think that's really cool. And then, yeah, a shit ton more amiibos. So King DDD, Chef Kawasaki. Yeah, I got that right. And Meta Knight. So here's the thing. So these are $50 a piece. Now everyone's freaking out about it. You know, oh, it's expensive. And it is expensive. It's very expensive. I think what Nintendo's realized at this point is that the people buying amiibos are not buying them for their usage. They're buying them as collector's items. So instead of making shitty little collectibles, because to be honest, if you look at those original amiibos from Smash in 2014, they ain't painted very good. You know, like look at those Fire Emblem amiibos. They ain't painted very good. You know, because they weren't really made to be figures. These are made to be collectibles. So is $50 still too much? Absolutely. Absolutely. It is, of course, way too much. However, I don't think it's that too much. I think if it was $40, I'd be like, hell yeah, that makes sense. 50 is just that extra mark where it's like, yeah, you're pushing me. You know, doesn't mean I'm going to get them. I will get 3 of them. Kirby, King Dedede, and Meta Knight. I don't really give a shit about the other 2. Like, why? Why would I want Chef Kawasaki? I feel like there were other options. Where's my boy Magalore? Where's Jinx? Come on. You know, give me those boys. And plus, where's I forget what it's called, but the milk van. Where's the milk van at? That's like my favorite one. I think they had a picture of it up here. Here's the first picture. Yeah. This is my favorite one. Like, out of all of them. I love that one. And there's no amiibo for it. Like, what the hell? Yeah, okay, yeah. So there's 18 courses. They're bringing back all the original 9 courses. You got to unlock them. That is so cool. I absolutely am in love with that. Yeah, License to Thrill. Haha. For a touch of reality. Oh, yeah, there's like a little license card that you get. It's whatever. Honestly, I thought it was weird that they were making a big deal about it. It's like, yeah, I feel like every online game, like Street Fighter, Sonic Crossworlds, they all have like little license plates, you know, or like little just title cards that you make and you can customize. Not like a big thing, so I'm kind of like, who cares? New faces. Yeah, Taranza, you had the little spider guy from Triple Deluxe. Lolo and La La La. I forget what they're from. I know that they were in the anime. I haven't played all the Kirby. I played a lot of them though, and I do love myself some good Kirby games. But yeah. But my favorite thing out of all these is you get to customize your ride. I can spend hours customizing my cars in Sonic Crossworlds, and I'm gonna be doing the same thing here, baby. Let's see here. Pump up the jam. Pump it up. Ha ha ha. Yeah, there's a music option. Cool. The chariots I'm really interested in. Yeah, there's a global online test. That's really cool. I feel like, oh yeah, and there's no DLC. This is the whole package. That I love too. But I will, because a lot of people were like, yeah, no DLC. Ha, screw you, Sonic. But at the same time, you have to keep in mind that, like, yes, there's no DLC. That's great. I would see that more as a flex on Pokemon, where they're like, hey, we've been building this thing at the exact same time as the base game, but we're charging you an extra $30 for it. This I see as, yeah, we could have made the original 9 courses DLC. We could have made some challenges DLC, but we didn't. And that's the flex. Because the thing is, the issue that I have with there not being DLC, a hot take, at least free DLC, you got to get people coming back. Because I feel like this is the type of game where once I've done what I wanted to do, I'm going to be done. But like for Sonic, like there's a Joker Festival going on right now. That got me back in the game over a month later. You know, like, and that's typically the time where a lot of people would drop off. Now, for me personally, I'm going to be playing the shit out of this game. I'm going to be playing it with the boys and my lady all the time. I love Kirby Air Raider, the original one. So I'm going to be playing this all the time, but I'm thinking for like a current player base, you know, why not throw some free stuff in there? Yeah, like let's maybe we hold a few things back and we just sprinkle it in just for free, little free updates. I think that'd be awesome. You know, I'm glad that it's not paid. You know, obviously that would be the big iffy thing. But other than that, you know, I hope that there's at least like maybe some online tournaments where it's like, oh, there's a little fun little online tournament, you know, something like that. Because I'm going to be playing online mode for this a shit ton. Because I'm really pumped for this. But yeah, that's about it for Kirby. Yo, guys, all right, so we're doing some trailers. Honestly, well, we only have two. I was gonna say, I know I'm going kind of long with this one. Holy, or already I'm only a half an hour. That's not bad. But all right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. I'm gonna get the music out of here. Okay. Sorry, hang on, guys. Got to turn it up so you guys can hear as well. Okay. All right, so we are reacting to the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. Very epic. I'm kind of pissed at this movie because it was ready. It was done. It was supposed to, I think it was already supposed to release, actually. It had an October release date of like earlier in the month. And for some reason, they hid their genitals between their thighs. And they were like, no, Black Phone 2. And then they ran for the hills. Like, what? Now it's coming out like freaking March or something. Is it? No, May. Which, isn't that when Supergirl's coming out? Like, you got scared of the grabber, but a superhero film, you're like, nah, we can go alongside that. But their reasoning is like, well, the trailers, you know, they perform so well that we want to make the most of it, make it a summer blockbuster. So yes, I get it. You could have also just made it a Christmas one. Why not release it in November? You know, a lot of people are seeing movies during the holidays. So, but whatever. Let's just react to this. You know, I'm gonna be harsher on it, but whatever. Warning you now. All right, here we go.
Uno mas, thanks.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
I am going to be pausing it throughout so I don't get copyright struck. Warner Brothers. Also, that guy sounded, who did that guy sound like? Crap. The comedian that died not too long ago. He plays the pigeon in that Mike Tyson series. Damn, I can't think of his freaking name. The guy, he sounded like that. The guy that was talking to him. I was like, you're Johnny Cage. Anyway.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants.
Bro, he looks like it. No, hang on. Who is this? Dude, that. Oh, my word. Okay. All right. Hang on. All right. Hey, Siri. Who plays the pigeon in Mike Tyson mystery? Norm Macdonald. Okay, there we go. Oh, my word. Does that not look like Norm Macdonald? Bro, that might be his son or something. That's crazy. All right. Anyway.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit went out in the 90s.
Okay, a little on the nose. I like it, though.
You have been chosen to fight.
Tell me you're not some crazy fan.
Yo.
How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
Yo. Okay, pausing again. I really hope. Okay, obviously this is gonna be very cheesy. You know, I'm ready for the cheese. I do really hope that they don't do a whole bunch of that where it's like, huh, what the Sigma? Whoa, you're coming? Yeah. Okay, they're not gonna do that. But like, I don't know. I'm a little worried that that the dialogue is gonna be really shitty. So yeah, I don't know.
Where the hell am I?
It's called Mortal Kombat.
Wait, I used to play that on the Xbox.
It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Ooh, okay, all right.
Fuck that.
Hell yeah. Okay, okay, all right. I'm a little more hype. Now, I don't know too much lore about the games, but what I'm thinking is Johnny Cage, like the points where I started playing was like 9, you know, and at that point, Johnny Cage is like already in it to win it. Was Johnny Cage originally invited because they like saw his movies and they were like, he clearly knows good martial arts. And then he was like forced to learn because he was thrown into actual combat? Or did he always know combat and just happened to be a movie star? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments.
This is a war for the fate of your
Yo.
world.
Rain with the beard?
I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer arms
Yo, okay.
or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me.
Hey, you got a point.
I'm an actor.
I find you annoying.
Not the face.
Yo, Barack, my boy. Ooh. Yo, my boy, Johnny Cage. Yo, okay, all right. I'm pretty pumped for this. I love that we're focusing on Johnny Cage. Let's get away. I don't even remember who the main character of the first film was. Literal plot armor, the movie. The guy gets literal plot armor where he can't get stabbed. That's pussy shit, dude. Right here. Oh, what's this? Oh, they're not giving him plot armor. Ooh. Is he gonna die? Probably not. But at least there's a little bit of suspension of disbelief there, right? Like, come on. Ooh. Okay.
It's time to become the hero you were meant to be.
Dude. Okay. My boy Shao Kahn?
It's showtime.
Okay. See, man. Once again, hey, I was getting a lot of hate for this in my last time because I did review the first trailer that came out, and this scene was in it too. I don't like how it looks here. It looks so like he looks weightless. It looks like he weighs 0 pounds, and then all of a sudden he weighs like 1,000 pounds. Like, look at how he's jumping. Like, he's twirling like a ballerina, and he's like sliding on this. I get he's a ninja. I get it, all right? But like, there's just, he's hopping. He's like, and then he like glides. He like literally does like the peach glide down. It doesn't look good. I don't like how that looks. I do not like it. But I don't know. I'm overanalyzing it, all right? But yeah, I can admit that.
Get over here!
Yo, he said the thing. Ooh, hell yeah. My boy, is that my boy Noob? Hell yeah. What? Not anymore. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, okay, all right.
You don't have any powers? Just incredibly handsome.
Yo. Yeah, Carl Urban is why I'm excited for this. At first, I think after I watched the first trailer, it was like right after I finished like The Boys or something. So I just could not get with the voice. But right now, I think he's doing a really good job. I'm actually very pumped for this now. Like I said, I mean, there are some issues I'm seeing. I think the dialogue is going to be a big issue. I think a lot of little things here and there are going to be issues. But Carl Urban and I think the gore and the action, I think that's going to be what keeps it up there. My guess is it's going to be like a 6 out of 10. It's going to be above average, maybe a 7 if the ending just kicks ass. I don't think I could see like an 8 or a 9 or a 10. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, I am pretty pumped for it though. I just wish they didn't pussy out of October. But yeah. Anyway, guys, let's see. It is 6:47 right now. That is not too bad. How long is this one? Well, this is only 2 minutes. Let's do this. Okay, so we got the Age of Imprisonment officially united against the Demon King trailer. So the reason I wanted to watch this is because I'm a big Zelda guy. I'm a massive Zelda fan. From as far back as Ocarina of Time, watching my mother was huge into it, so I would just watch. And then as soon as I was able to pick up a controller, that's what I was playing, baby. Twilight Princess, all that stuff. But when they came out with the Hyrule Warriors game, I loved that one. That one is so good. But they came out with the second one, which came out before. It was supposed to be the prequel to Breath of the Wild. And I just couldn't really get into it. The frame rate on the Switch just really bummed me out on it. So this one I'm willing to give a chance. And I'm actually seeing, I saw some images going around that made me really excited. So let's just check this out and we'll talk about it. Yo! No, I'm just kidding. I will say, I don't know how I feel about these characters.
A power that great.
Okay, no, not this guy.
Very depths of its
No, this guy's cool. No, it's she's fine. She's fine. It's the husband character that I'm like that. What am I looking at?
Just like the secret.
Yeah, this guy's. Like, I don't know about that. There's just too much going on, you know? I mean, it's in typical Zelda fashion, I guess, but I don't know. Like we got 20 earrings. He kind of looks like Avatar's Aang's little buddy. I forgot his name. Got like 4 horns. We got 20 different pairs of eyelashes going on. Jewelry galore. I just don't vibe with his design.
It seems you can be used for good or evil.
Voice actor's good though.
My triumph is
Yo, my boy Ganondorf, dude.
suffer beneath your boundless
Yo, these is shit.
Make known the Demon King's certain supremacy.
Oh my word.
In times to come, my husband will be faced
she's
with
good.
countless
Yep.
difficult decisions.
Actually, yeah, honestly, yeah, he's kind of the only design I don't like. Yeah, Goron's, all the other ones. Love all of them. Love all of them. Yo, love myself some Zoras. Okay.
Fight is
Hey, yo, wait a minute. Yo, is that your mom? Ah, you idiot. You fell for it.
the fight is yours.
I love that mask.
Would you have it?
Yo. Yes.
I must improve to protect those I care about most.
I will say, I know this is going to be a little controversial. Maybe. I don't know. I think the voice actress for Zelda, she is good. I think that she needs to learn a few different tones, though. She's very, like, the same tone, very monotone throughout, like, all of the stuff. Every line she's ever said, it's always the, help me. I'm probably talking gibberish, whatever. Like, I don't know. It's like, you know, maybe give me a few shots of her being pumped, like, yo, you know, I don't know.
We all stand beside you, however possible.
Them graphics though, they look good. Ooh, is this like are we seeing some combo attacks? You know, like the high five that leads to like a combo attack? That'd be cool. Yo, let's go. Let's go.
Raring to go.
Oh my word. Hey yo, the Gerudos, if you know, you know. Dude.
We'll find strength in our allies and save these lands.
Maybe I'll get used to him. I don't know. Yo. Oh, you know, his wife is kind of like that too. Oh no, who's the girl that, hang on. No, this chick too. Yeah, both of these. I just don't like I don't like this species, I guess. It's like you got the normal body, but then you just got way too much going on the top. I don't know. He's got like the Super Saiyan 3 hair. It's weird. Complete with no eyebrows. Yo. Oh, they're not going to show the... Oh, okay. If you have save data, you get these swords. Okay, well, the pictures that were going around were actually of... Oh, wait. Yeah, this guy right here. So this was the mysterious construct. So I thought it was supposed to be a reference to, in the 5th temple, you have that, like, sort of robot being or whatever. And maybe it is connected. But this is obviously, like, the stand-in for Link here. And I'm really excited. This is definitely the guy that I would play, like, a shit ton. Also, this little dude. I love this little dude. This little Korok Seed Captain guy. That is so awesome. Anyway, yeah, there's not much to talk about with this one. I just think I'm pretty pumped for it. I was not too into the last one. This one, I'm actually digging the story. Maybe it'll get me to get back into Tears of the Kingdom for a little bit. But anyway, guys, that's about it. That is about it for news in general. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I'll catch you on the next week's episode of GG News. So I'll be seeing you then. Get out right now while I hit the end button. Oh, nope, that's the recording button. All right, now I'm ending it. See ya.